Hello, hello, YouTube. This is Emme Rain, your magical mystic, founder of the Magical Mystic and the Emme Rain brand of businesses, including Divinity Academy, Legacy Builders Academy, launching soon. Yep. Lanico Media House, the TV personality behind Moments of Mindfulness, the founder of Embossed Entertainment, and best-selling author of over 23 books and counting. Okay, so the accolades go on. Hey, yo, whatever. Y'all been coming this long, you know exactly who I am. So today I want to talk to you about something that I deem important based upon the questions that I receive. And for those of you who don't know how to submit questions, all you have to do is go like and follow us on Facebook at Emme Rain Official or on Instagram at Emme Rain Official and submit a question. And I do try to read all the questions, either me or my staff, and I answer the ones that are often repeated or that I deem really necessary to answer because people really need to know. So one of the things that people often ask me about is mysticism in Christianity, and I think a lot of people are curious as to how and why I left the church. Now, I know that many people disconnected from the church out of pain and hurt and frustration and maybe even rebellion. None of that was my reason, okay? And if you go back far enough on this YouTube channel, you will discover that I've discussed it before. For me, my original intention, if I'm being honest, was, I'm about to blow the lid off this thing. I'm about to write a book. I'm going to do all this research because people are really falling into this occult stuff, and it's my job to stop it as a super Christian. It's funny every time I think about it now. But then at the same time, I had already been studying mysticism. Didn't really realize it was mysticism that I was studying, but it was. And so as I went forward and I started learning better, I mean, black and white, proof, documents, this and that and the third, when I started learning better, which the very first thing that went out the door was the Bible was discredited. It's still a great book, but it was discredited. At that point, how do you stand? You know, in Christianity, because all of what we learn about Christianity is based on that one book. Still use the book in my magic, still love the book, all of that. But that was the first thing to go and enter dark night of the soul, right? Do I ever regret leaving Christianity? No. Do I hate it? No. I think it's necessary. I think that all organized religions are, to some degree, even though restrictive, even though manipulation tactics in many ways, they're necessary because everybody don't know how to self-govern. Everybody's not ready for that conversation. And so if you're not ready for that conversation, then of course you come into a space where if you don't self-govern, you can get into trouble, right? So having various systems in place help you not create the utmost amount of chaos for yourself and others as you grow into a place of maturity. Is independent spirituality for everybody? I think that yes and no, meaning that in a perfect world, we would all be mature enough that we could all practice independent spirituality and this world would be perfect and beautiful. And, and the heavenly chorus was saying, but that's not how that goes. So that answer is actually no, because everybody don't even want to self-govern. Everybody don't want to do the work of independent spirituality. And a lot of people that are in independent spirituality are not doing the work and they're suffering, right? When I look at what I do and I have to sum it up, I would sum it up as understanding what it means to be a spirit. Understanding the beautiful, powerful aspects of how energy flows and operates through this body. Expressing true joy and gratitude for having this experience. And utilizing the time in this body for a purpose that I determine in my own maturity based upon trusting my own heart, my own mind, my own beingness. It's nothing scary about independent spirituality. Is there some scary things in the occult? Of course it is. Is there scary things in life? Abso-fucking-lutely. Sometimes driving a car is scary. Sometimes boarding a plane is scary. Sometimes getting out the tub is scary. Because I'm short, right? And I got this nice soaker tub. But getting in is a whole lot easier than getting out. Every time I'm holding on for dear life at the edge, like, and last thing I want to do is fall. You know what I mean? But I hop out anyway. I hop in and I hop out. I hop out carefully. But I do get in and out of my tub. Even though I know that I could fall, I could hurt myself. I did fall one time. Didn't stop me from jumping back up and doing it all over again. Riding a bike can be dangerous, can be scary even. And we do two things that's terribly scary and have been doing it from the beginning of time. Loving someone and giving birth to someone. They are the most terrifying things that you will ever do. The occult is easy compared to that. I don't teach systems and processes. I teach freedom, responsibility, maturity. I teach sovereignty, divine autonomy. And that flies in the face of everything else that's out there. Sure. Am I the most popular person? Absolutely not. Never will be. People who are in systems love their systems, and that's absolutely okay with me. People who don't understand what I teach, they demonize me and what I teach, and that's absolutely okay. But if you're watching this, and if you're one of the people, one of the many people who have been asking me why and how, I chose myself. Choosing yourself is not wrong. You're being self-full. I need to be full of me so that I'm able to do all these other things for other people. I chose myself over what was acceptable to others because I got to live with me. When they go home to their husbands and wives, when they go off with their children, when they're over here with their friends, when they are off and running and doing whatever it is that they do, and I'm nowhere around, I'm with me. I'm with me all day, all evening, all night, nonstop for the remainder of my life. So this son of a gun has to feel good to me. It has to function for me. Your life has to function for you. If what you're doing ain't working, then it just ain't working, sweetie. And it don't matter how long you sit there and sacrifice yourself because that's what people say you must do. It still ain't working. It still ain't working. So when do you choose yourself to give yourself something that does work? If you work it. Yeah, I love my life. And you know what? I think back to the struggles of my life, being suicidal, homicidal. You know what I'm saying? I've just been all kind of sides, right? But sometimes even wanting to be genocidal. But when I think back at how that felt and where I was mentally, and I look at where I am now, all I can find is just gratitude. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. Every day I wake up with peace. Every night I go to sleep with peace. I know that I have power in my life. I don't have to pretend like I'm dependent on some being that I'll never really see, hoping for his or her mercy. I'm not on my own, but I am a fractal of all that is, and me as a fractal I'm very important. It feels amazing to not be beat over the head with ideologies that don't serve me, forced into guilt, forced into submission, enslaved mentally, emotionally, my will taken from me, even while people saying you have it. But do I? Can I do different than what you teach and still be free and still be loved and still be accepted? Hell no. So I ain't free. And my will ain't free. I'm in prison. Going to real prison was the best thing that ever happened to me because it taught me something about all the prisons I had already been in all my life. So I hope this answers your question. I look forward to doing many more question and answer with Emme Rain. Again, follow us at Emme Rain Official on Instagram or Facebook or both, hopefully. You can also make sure you like and subscribe. Like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also you can look us up online, magicalmystic.com, divinityacademy.com, or emmerain.com. I look forward to talking to you soon.